All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode here of my Let's Play series. Today's episode number 39, and we are going to be doing a little bit different of a project today. We started this project a couple episodes before the Nether update, then kind of been neglecting it because we've been pretty busy with other stuff. But I think we're going to be heading back to it in this episode. It is actually over here. I have a portal to it. And it is a kind of like a barn project. My basic idea for this is to have two of every single peaceful animal in the game in one barn. The reason I made it a bit far away from my base is so that they're not loaded constantly, so that there's not just like constant lag. So yeah, looks like we got basically all the ones that we're going to be doing in here. If I find any more, we do have some extra pens, so that's good. But yeah, so I think what we're going to be doing first is getting some of the materials that we're going to need to make the barn. I think it's mainly going to be red concrete as the base, and then we're going to have bone blocks to accent, and then birch planks as the roof, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, it should look pretty good, but right now what I'm going to do is head to a desert biome, collect some sand. We do have some gravel over at our nether base because of the piglin trading. They do give gravel, so we'll grab some of that. And then I think we'll head over to our AFK area to grab some of the stuff for the bone blocks. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that real quick. I'll collect up a bunch of those materials, and then I think I'll bring them all over here. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll see you after that. Alright, so it has been a bit. I've spent a bunch of time collecting materials, and got, I think, what we're going to need for it. The only thing that we might need a little bit more of is the concrete powder, so I have 1, 2, 3 boxes of the red concrete powder. I think that might be enough, but we'll just have to see. And then I got way more bone blocks than we're gonna need, but I just figured I'd craft up all my not all my bones, but a bunch of them into bone blocks just to have. And then this is what took the longest. I went out and collected a ton of birch logs. That should be enough to do the roof. So yeah, basically the color palette for this, I think I mentioned it, but yeah, the red concrete with the bone blocks as the accent block, and yeah, so should be good. I think next what we're gonna do is, before we start building, I'm going to, there we go. Okay, I'll fix that up. But before we start building, I want to make this look a little bit better. It just looks weird. Just being so uniform, so I think I'm going to terraform it a bunch. I think I have some dirt here still. Yeah, a little bit here. Okay, full in there. That's good. So yeah, I think we're going to terraform this just a bit, and yeah, it should be good. So I'm going to get into doing that, and then I'll see you after that. there we go. Quick time lapse there, and it's not perfect, but I did want to get a little more room here. Over here, as you can see, again, it's a little bit too like smooth, like just too consistent. So we'll have to fix that up. And then over on the sides, we need to like blend this into the mountain. But we'll do that in a bit. Right now, what I want to do is get the kind of the layout for the barn set up. I'm gonna use the red concrete. I'll probably just build up the walls first and then detail it afterwards. So yeah, I think what I'll do right now is I'm going to take a bunch of the red concrete, get it all placed around here. I'll probably go like 12 layers up. I'm not really sure. We'll just have to see how it looks. But yeah, I think I'm going to do that right now. Yeah, I'll do that real quick and then I'll be right back. Alright, finished placing this in, and then put the water down it to make it solid concrete. And yeah, it's pretty massive, but I think it's looking pretty good. I did extend it a few blocks past there just to make it a little bit less square and a little bit longer on one side than the other. I think for like the build in general, that will definitely make it look better. So yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good so far. I mean, not a lot going on, but should look good with the colors that we have. Probably make an entrance here, and then we'll have them on this side and that side as well, with maybe a silo over there. We'll see. Definitely going to be like doing some landscaping with some wheat, stuff like that, make this look good. And yeah, so looking forward to this project. And yeah, I think we might come back to this episode. We're just gonna have to see. And yeah, so let's move on to the next thing for this episode. Okay, moving on from that for now, we are over here by our villager trading area, and we are going to be putting in some more villagers today. I was originally only planning to have one row of clerics, but I realized that the clerics are actually pretty useful with the Balls of Enchanting, the glowstone. They are, I'm pretty sure, taking out the glowstone from the bartering in the 116.2 update. So that'll be useful again. And then redstone is also another big one. So these guys are useful enough that I think I'm just going to put in another row of them. So yeah, right now, hopefully we have a decent amount of the villagers piled up over here. In here. Okay. Never mind. So I think what happened is in my hardcore series I was that I've been streaming, that I've been doing, I was building these villager breeders, and they weren't really working, and I figured I was just doing something wrong, but I guess the 116 update actually broke these. Either that or this villager's gone up here. No, he's still here. So I guess the 116 update broke this breeder. So I'll have to make a new villager breeder. Okay, so I guess we're not doing this today. I had gathered all the stuff to do it, but yeah, glad I checked this. So that's okay, yeah, we'll have to get that figured out. So yeah, we won't be doing this in this episode. I guess right now what we're gonna do is then just move on to the next thing that I had planned this episode, which is over here at the Halloween dropper. I think we are going to be adding a little more stuff over in this dropper. I think we are going to be making just a couple ghosts, I guess. We'll be using this white glass and then just some black glass for their faces and stuff. Not planning on making them huge, they'll be a decent size. Yeah, so I think we'll keep going with this. I'll probably just make them scattered around down there, up here, and yeah. So yeah, I think I will now cut to a quick time lapse, building up the ghosts. I think what I'm gonna do is kind of make them like, I don't know, the ghosts in Pac-Man, I guess. They'll be all white, but like that kind of shape with where they'll be round with like the edge, like the weird edge on the bottom, like the swirl edge on the bottom. So yeah, they should be pretty cool. Right now we are going to cut to a time lapse just building those. So let's do it. Alright, there we go, end of the time lapse, and we got 4 of these guys in here, and I'm actually pretty happy with the way they turned out. They're a little weird, but it is Minecraft. It's only so good that they can get, and yeah, the faces are a bit off just because I don't really think there's a better way to do it, and but yeah, I think I like the shape a decent amount, and I like the glass too. Glad that I used glass. I think it just kind of adds a different texture into this. And yeah, I think this build here is coming along pretty nicely. Yeah, we got one there, standing on one here, and then that one. So yeah, see it from the top up here. Looks pretty good. Yeah, pretty happy with the way this turned out. So yeah, I think for now, for this episode, we are going to move on. Again, just want to keep making more and more progress on this dropper here till we get it done. So yeah, let's move on to the next set. Alright, so since I was planning to spend some time on the villagers this episode, I guess since we can't do that, we will come over here to the barn and keep going on this. So I think what I'm going to do right now is take some of the birch wood and try to make an outline for the roof. The roof is going to go like that, in like a half semicircle pattern. And yeah, so it's going to be pretty big. This is definitely not all the red concrete we're going to use, which I have a lot more. The red concrete will kind of go up with it as it goes. But yeah, right now I'm going to take some of the birchwood that we got and see if I can get a decent outline going. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll see you after that. Alright, there we go, got this in. I think it ended up looking pretty good. Just did 3 of 3 tall, 3 of 2 tall, then 3 1, 3 2s, and then 1 across. And I think that should be a pretty good shape for the roof. Like I said, it is going to take a bunch more concrete in the front here, but yeah, this is basically the whole roof is going to be birch. If I think it'll look good after I finish, I might go back through and like use stripped logs to try to mix up the texture. Only if I feel like, only if I'll test it, and if it looks good, then I'll do that. But if not, that's not a big deal at all. So yeah, right now what I think I'm going to do is light up the inside of this here, and then cut to a time lapse just building this roof, I guess. It's going to be a lot of blocks, but I think I'll just do it in one time lapse here. So I'm going to cut to that, and I'll see you after that. the time lapse there, and we got the roof done here. Used a bunch of birch wood, and yeah, looking pretty good. Obviously pretty plain right now. We'll get this side detailed up, get it decorated and stuff. And yeah, so I think the next step is to place in some more of the red concrete. Still have a bunch of the powder. I think we should have enough, so I'll get this wall up to there, and then we'll get this wall just going all the way, the rest of the way up. So this is 2 blocks alpha here, and I think it goes, yeah, 2 blocks back out in front. So yeah, should have enough concrete. It only took 1 shulker of the powder to do this. So yeah, hopefully we have enough. And yeah, so gonna get right back into a time lapse. Let's get into it. Alright, there we go. Got the rest of the concrete in here. Obviously looking pretty plain, but yeah, after the time lapse got it watered in. And yeah, concrete goes all the way up, all the way around. And yeah, it's all done here. Again, yeah, it looks really plain. The next thing that I want to do actually is something I wasn't planning on doing, but I think it will look better. This here with no block really connecting them, I think it just looks a little bit off. So I think what I'm going to do is slab over every single one of them, just the top, because not only will that help it blend better, it'll also make it spawn proof. So I think that is the plan, so I'm going to do that next, and then I'll see you after that. Alright, there we go, got this all slabbed up here, and I definitely think this looks a lot better. It's just not as patchy as it was with there being nothing connecting them, and yeah, it definitely looks better, as well as making it spawn proof. So pretty cool, pretty happy with how this looks. And yeah, definitely think this is a very solid start to this barn here. I think in the coming few episodes we'll definitely be coming back to this. But yeah, again, blank slate here, but definitely promising. I really like the shape of it. So yeah, should be a pretty cool project. Might try to get some of these guys up. It looks like there's cows, 2 white sheep that we could grab here. So yeah, if you're wondering where this is, my racetrack is over here, and then the rest of the mini games are over there. So yeah, pigs, sheep, cows over here. Horses. Did I have horses on the list? I definitely want to get them. So yeah, looks like 4 animals to start off. So yeah, let me grab those, I'll put them in, and then I'll check back in with you. Alright, there we go. Went out, grabbed some of the animals. It was a little bit difficult just getting them up hills and stuff. The leads don't work that well. But got them in here and then went back and grabbed some eggs, put some chickens in here. Figured it'd be easier than trying to lure them with the leads. So yeah, I got chickens, horses, sheep, cows, and pigs. So yeah, first 6 animals in here, or 5. first 5 animals in here. And yeah, I think this should look really cool. Once we get them all in here, it'll look pretty sweet with the, I think we'll customize like each of their pens for like what they are too. Like the parrots, we'll make jungle themed. Polar bears, we'll do ice. Just stuff like that, just stuff to make it cool. I'll put like grass and stuff in these ones. Just to make it look different. Definitely be doing stuff with this as well. Yeah, I mean, it's just a pretty big, just empty space right now. I'll probably hang lights from the roof to make that less dark up there. And yeah, so yeah, pretty solid start to the project. Made a ton of episode this episode. Yeah, really happy with what we did this episode, and yeah, I think that's where we are going to wrap up. This has been episode number 39. Again, main thing was just starting this massive barn here, and then we also did some work on the Halloween dropper over there. So yeah, pretty good episode here. Pretty happy with this. Definitely looking forward to keeping going with this. Getting this project done. Some of the animals are going to be quite a grind to get over here. Like, so before I started filming episodes, I actually went over to a jungle and got 2 parrots. It took me like forever because I didn't have like another tunnel to it. But yeah, so we do have 2 parrots over at my starter base, which I'll probably bring over. And then yeah, polar bears will be difficult. The wild wolves might be a little bit difficult just because I can't tame them. I don't know. I think there might be a spruce jungle near here, actually, or spruce. Yeah, so we could potentially find some dogs up here. We'll see. I don't know. I'm not 100% like familiar with their spawning stuff, but yeah, there will be some that will be difficult to get. But yeah, it's should be a cool project once it's all done. So yeah, pretty excited for this project. Thank you for tuning into this episode. Again, episode number 39. In next episode, we will be doing the map update. So look forward to that. The episode 40 map update. A lot of new stuff on the map actually. New mini game, just a bunch of other stuff that we worked on, so it should be pretty cool. Again, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Later.